Okay, so we're at the top of the hour. Let's get started. This is Jonathan Kirkland with Virtual Group, and this is our VIP webinar. If you will, if you can hear me and you can see my screen, please punch in the chat box that you can see it. All right, Ed's here, Michael's here, Ad's here. All right, we've got some, well, there's a lot of new people, I think, on the line today. Pat, Joe, Michael A. Well, we got, all right, good. Hey, I've missed you guys. We haven't had a webinar in a while. It's been almost a month, I think. And so it's glad to be on. We've been working on some great stuff. Mr. Baker, good to see you. We are, we got some things to talk about today. This is kind of like mid-year motivation time. I'm sure that, we've all been, we all have set our goals for the year, and I'm very conscious of where we are. We're, early June. There's some things that we need to do to tighten up and really plan for the third and fourth quarter of the year, right? And so this is the webinar that I'm going to go through today. Let's just kind of attack where we are, where we're going, and a little bit of stuff we can do. The things that we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about the new VIP webinar schedule. We're going to do, we're talking about the Crush 2017 mid-year review, Crush 2017 mid-year action plan, working, marketing your own business, pro membership updates, partnership opportunity that I want to discuss with you, and then we want to talk about your web design profit center, and then promotions. So we've got some people coming in, of course, late, but come on in and let's go ahead and get started. Let's see here. Okay, first, let's talk about how we've had a lot of webinars, and I've realized over the past year and a half, we've been doing 2 VIP webinars per month and 2 pro member webinars per month. Now we've got a mastermind, and we, it's a lot, and I'm conscious of that. Time is money, and, time on webinars is terrific, and we love it. But you need to be out there selling, right? So one of the things that we're going to do is with the new IP webinar schedule, it's going to be once a month, okay? It'll be the first Thursday of the month, and I will, once the webinar is over, we'll update the GoToWebinar. You'll get an email with the updated schedule. We've already got the date set for the rest of the year. I just didn't send it out to everybody yet because I wanted to explain what we were doing. What we'll do in the future is the VIP webinars will maybe last an hour to an hour and a half, depending on the amount of training that will be inside of the webinars. But we'd rather do a little bit longer, maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half, but once a month, so that we're not bogged down so much with webinars. If you're in the pro, if you're doing 4 webinars a month, I mean, that really, it takes out your Thursday, right? So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to change up the schedule so we can really improve the webinars. All right, so let's get to this. I really want you to sit down and get a pen and paper, and it's time to get honest with yourself, okay? This is June. Where are you today on the goals that you set for 2017? I mean, what is the no BS, assessment, as they say, on your business and what you're doing, okay? What is actually working for you now and what is not working for you? These are things that you really, really have to look at. One of the things that, I've reached out to our pro members. I've literally had hours and hours of conversations with our sales partners on what they're doing, what's working, what's not, what are their challenges. And I mean, it's Saturdays and Sundays on my schedule for all of our pro members to have an hour consultation with me and really kind of voice, you know, where are we at? Where are they at? What do they need help with? And what can I do? And I mean, I think my wife and my family think that I don't exist anymore because Saturdays and Sundays, I mean, it's been like 6 hours straight because, you know, I wanted to make time to talk to everybody. So, you know, what I really want to talk about is, like, you know, what are your goals for 2017, and what do you have to do to get there? You know, what changes do you need to make to, you know, what's happening? If you don't mind throwing into the chat box, you know, where do you feel? Do you feel that you're 50% on your way for your goals for 2017? Are you 10% there? I mean, and be honest, you know, throw a number out. I just want to see, with your business, with your goals, where do you stand when it comes to building your business? Can you hear me? I think we had some sound issues. Okay. All right. So have me back. Do we have some sound? I'm sorry about that. Okay. So we've got 40%, 30 to 40%, 5%. Okay. All right. Nowhere close. Okay. You know, I think that this is really, you know, this is the webinar to give you the wake-up call. I really, you know, I want you to think about what changes do you need to make. You know, what do you think is your #1 challenge that's keeping you from reaching your goals? Can you just, if you don't mind, can you throw that in the chat box? Because I would like to see that. Yeah, I hear you. That's right, Kate. Joe, you ready to hit it? You know, okay, taking action, health issues. Yeah, that's lack of focus and lack of confidence. I got you. I hear you. Okay, marketing materials. All right, I get it. You know, these are all things that step up, that come into life, that, you know, maybe it's lack of training. I know knowing what to say to prospects. I get it. Okay, so, you know, we need to take note of the changes. What are the changes I need to make? Okay, what do I need training in? I want you to write that down, because I want to help you with this. You know, another thing that is important is marketing, right? You know, what I like that, having a clear vision. Ryan, you're absolutely right. You know, we've got to concentrate on what are the things that we need to do to hit the goals at the end of the year. What changes do I need to make? Write those down for me. What marketing am I doing? Are you ready to do marketing? Are you lacking on marketing? Do you have a website? Is the website that you have currently updated? You know, these are things that you have to think about. What resources do I need to achieve my goals? Do you need marketing materials? Do you need confidence? Do you need, you know, CRM software? You know, what are those resources that you need to use? How about time? Do you need time, right? That's one of them. For me especially, I find that it's very difficult, you know, to really get all the things that I want to get done. Well, you know, one of the things I really want you to do is keep it simple, stupid, right? KISS. This is the #1 thing that, if you boil it down, just getting it simple. Objects, you know, this software's come out, you know, oh, you need to do this program, or you need this coaching. You know, there's a million ways to spend your money to say, hey, you're going to improve your business. What I want to challenge you with today is just keeping it simple. It is not rocket science. It's more of just, okay, what do I need to do? what are the basics that I need to get done, and then taking action. The biggest thing that we find is that if you don't take action and you don't get out there, you're not going to make the money that you want to make. You're not going to make any money. I mean, let's be very blunt. If you don't take action on what needs to be done, you're not going to succeed. Okay, so let's talk about what it takes to succeed, right? You know, setting your goals for this year, and just being honest with yourself and deciding, okay, you know what, I want to take part in the training. I want to take part in all the sales training I can. I want to dedicate a certain amount of time every single day to learning more about this business, or even just going through the marketing materials and things like that. You know, taking the time to you know, get out there and prospecting. If you're picking up the phone and calling, you know, where are you getting your leads? I know I'm throwing a lot of stuff out at you, but my main goal is, you know, there's time to achieve your goals this year. You know, this is early June. We can get ourselves straight for, you know, this month, get things going, whether it's fixing up your website, going, you know, listening to the webinars for training, you know, joining pro membership and get involved in the mastermind, or getting involved in the trainings with pro membership. But developing your action plan. Listen, it's a new day is today. Okay, so really what I want to put out there to you is, you know, think about where you're at, where your goals are that you set, and what is it going to take for you to get there. It's time to have a no BS assessment of yourself and where you are with your business, and do it today. Okay, you know, Comey's testifying before, you know, Congress about Trump, this, that, and the other. Don't waste your time. Who cares? Okay, it's not going to make you money. You can watch that later. Get on it right now. Okay, no more jacking around. Okay, I'm just telling you, now is the time. So what I've seen is sales solve all problems. Money comes in, it solves your problems. Okay, I would rather have more sales and have an issue with I'm selling too much than the opposite. Okay, so what do you need to do to create sales? Do you need a big marketing push? Do you need, you know, lead generation? You know, do you just feel stuck? Okay, these are things that we really want to you know, help you with. Okay, you know, one of the things that we can do is we can help you with your marketing. We can help you with lead generation, and you know, if you feel stuck, I would like to talk to you. I want to know, you know, what is it that's really holding you back from making money in this industry? Because we have a lot of sales partners that are doing very, very well. Okay, you know, I've talked to I don't know how many sales partners I've talked to in the last 2 weeks that are I think they're doing well. They're doing too well. I wouldn't say too well, because I'm kind of greedy, but it's kind of like they've got enough business that maybe they're not even being what do you call it, aggressive anymore, because they've kind of reached where they want to be, and that's a terrific, you know, that's a good thing, right? But if you feel stuck, I want to help you kind of break out of that. So, you know, do not hesitate to please, you know, reach out to us, reach out to our staff. We're all here to help you. We can help you devise your marketing plan. We can help you, you know, give you a little push on where to go for trainings. Do you need, you know, product training? We've got the links for you. Okay, you just have to call us and talk to your account representative. I have a scheduler. You can also schedule a call with me. I completely invite you to do that so that we can see where you are and what you're doing, and let me help consult with you in helping grow your business. This is the biggest thing. Everybody's action plan. If you came today to look for an action plan that's going to make you you know, hit your goals for 2017, it's not going to be on this webinar. This has to come in from you. We can help you get there, but we really have to be able to see where you are and what you're lacking in to help you succeed, okay? So I really want you to think about reaching out to us, talk to me, talking to us about your where you are right now and where you're going to go, because we're here to help you, okay? So I invite you to reach out and really, I can't stress it enough. We really do care about you because you're our partner, right? We do not succeed unless you succeed. So one thing that Virtual Group is doing, this is our mid-year action plan. We're optimizing our operations. We step back, it's 6 months in. We want to look, where are we? What could we do better inside of our own operations? Okay, we have a release of our dashboard coming up that is a long-awaited update to the old eDasher system. We've got a new dashboard that will be beta testing at the end of this month, and we hope to have it released in July to everybody. So if you're interested in that, please contact us. Just send us an email, or we'll be reaching out to you anyway to see who can we have to be testing it. We're also working on product improvements. Okay, in our business, things move fast. Okay, so we are working on our products and services to improve them all. We are right now in the middle of a huge audit for all of the new SEO 2017, looking at our results. The preliminary results that are coming in, I'm really happy with. Just right off the top, I can tell you that like 75% of the campaigns of the SEO 2017 packages that we've sold, 75%, it's like 75.6 or something like that. It's like 76% of all of the campaigns that we've seen so far have seen dramatic traffic increases. Okay, sorry about that. And so we're going to be able to release our case studies, and we have like a chiropractic group of like 5 locations, and they saw it was almost, I think, 300% growth in traffic in 6 months, and their rankings are all improved. I want to be able to release all the case studies. They're just not finished yet, but so far, we're seeing the majority of the campaigns are really doing well. Now, what does that also tell you? That also tells you that there's like 24% of the campaigns that aren't doing the way that we aren't doing as well as we want, right? Now, there's several factors that can affect that, right? It could be the fact that maybe the package is too small for the demographic area, or for the competition in the area. We have to look at those. I was on the phone with a sales partner just yesterday, and he was, we were talking about we weren't really getting the type of results in the niche that in the packages in the niche that he's in, and I'm okay. We're digging into it, right? So I'm not going to come out and tell you that, hey, everything's perfect, because it never is. This is SEO, this is online marketing, so sometimes it does really well in certain areas, and sometimes we struggle a little bit, and maybe it's how we have to determine what the competition level, or the package is right, or the line items correct. So we're working on a few SEO adjustments to our package and improving on that. One of the things right off the bat is it's almost like we're doing too much distribution. So we're going to be looking at our distribution scheduling and timelines. We're really going in deep in this because we want to absolutely have the best product out there. That's one of the things that we're doing. You'll also find from us that we are releasing new PPC packages. They will be, once they're uploaded to the dashboard, we will release those and we'll train on those. They are updated. They will be updated to what we're doing right now with AdWords, also Facebook. We're doing YouTube ads. There are some really good improvements on our PPC packages. One of the things that we did see in our study, that the packages that sold SEO combined with a pay-per-click package did better even organically. Okay, so these are going to be, it's going to be interesting to show you these case studies, but if you ran an SEO package with a pay-per-click package, the results were better organically. No surprise there, really, right? It's all, it's Google. We're also developing new social media packages. The packages, right now, that our SEO package already involves a lot of distribution to social media channels. And we already optimize those channels for you. It's a real inclusive package, but you will come across different niches and industries out there, such as the insurance industry, maybe, for example, a State Farm agent. State Farm agent cannot alter or do SEO or really any content on the website itself. It's controlled by corporate. So there's a lot of companies out there that may be franchises, whatever, that you may be speaking to the individual agent that cannot run an SEO package. Well, that's where these social media only content marketing packages will come in. Okay, so we will be able to release those, I hope, by the end of June. We're really looking at the engagement side. Our biggest challenge with that is that we want to be able to have, and a lot of times that involves a little bit of planning on the customer in client side, and so we're kind of dealing with the challenges of going from us to the sales partner to the client and back again. So that is, that's a big issue for us, that we just want to make sure that we have the right scalable package that can help the majority of the people. Okay, so let's see here. That's a couple of things that are coming out. Oh, boom! We have a new marketing director. Is that our marketing to snuff. When I'm on the phone with you guys, and I always love blunt criticism. Okay, I never take it personally. I love to hear what we need to do better for you so we can succeed together. And one of the things that we had was a disconnect with the quality of our marketing materials and sales collateral that we put out for you guys to use. Okay, being in Manila and being kind of in a bubble, you really don't realize what it's like sometimes when you're out on the street and you're using the materials, and it's like, wow, man, you know what? These just really aren't up to snuff. Okay, so we are going to be updating the sales collateral. The new marketing director, his name is Tony Zavaleta. I call him Tony Z. He's a very experienced marketer. He's my age. I'm 46. He's 47. He's been in the charge of marketing for some really big companies. And we will have him on he'll be on the next Pro Member webinar, and he'll be on the next VIP webinar. Unfortunately, he had family obligations during these days, and we'd already scheduled the webinar, and so he couldn't be on this webinar. But I want to introduce him and give you access to him, because he's really fantastic. I think he's really going to help all of our sales partners achieve where they need to go, and as well as where Virtual Group needs to go. So we'll have him on very, very soon, and we will be able to get your input as we go with our new sales collateral, where we're going with it. But I can guarantee you this: it will look good. Okay, so let me go through a little bit about what I'm hearing is kind of working today. Okay, and I was speaking to Brian. I know he's on the webinar right now, and he's in our Pro Member. He's in our mastermind, and it was kind of funny, because when I was talking to him after I spoke to Brian, I was talking to other Pro Members. It was very interesting. I'm hearing the same thing. Okay, and one of the things that the collection of Pro Members that I was talking to, is one, having a current website and showing, running a campaign for your own business by practicing what you preach, because you're able to show your clients exactly what it is that you're doing. They see your website, it's updated. It's got blog posts that are updated. In other words, all the things that you're going to do to their website, you're doing to your own. Okay. Now, is that where it stops? No, you can't stop there. You have to be really marketing and getting out there. One of the running an SEO package and running a little bit of PPC on your website is going to drive traffic, but you want to use that as your showpiece, right? People come in, this establishes your authority. This shows that you're not a weak player because you have a very nice website. We're tweaking the VIP websites even now to update them with a different call to action and things like that. So if you don't have a website, reach out to us. We'd be glad to help you with that. But one of the things that I found that Brian brought up was email marketing and how it was working for him and how he was getting clients. And what I mean by email marketing is getting people to sign up for your newsletter, whether it's getting through networking, getting out there and meeting people in the community, giving their business card, telling them, hey, I'm going to throw you into my into my newsletter, and if you need anything, please give me a ring. It was funny because I took down the email marketing program off of eDasher. At the beginning of this month, I took it down, and I wanted to. I'm repackaging that email marketing because I want to make sure that it's very affordable to everybody. We're going through the line items. We should have that up, but Brian and some of the others that I talked to are inside the email marketing program now, and Brian will be on a pro member webinar. He'll be giving a presentation in the mastermind here shortly, I'm sure. But and I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I know that he's got sales that he can account that have come out of that email marketing program. And how many of you guys right now are sitting there and you want to achieve your goals for 2017, and maybe your website, you don't have one, or it doesn't look good, it's old, you're not blogging on it, you don't have current blog posts, you don't have stuff going on your social media accounts. People, when you're checking somebody out and they say, wow, I'm a great SEO, I'm a great digital marketer, but you've done nothing on your own site and you have nothing current, I'm telling you, that's a strike against you. Don't think that it's not. It is. Even if you're the best guy out there. And I'll tell you, I was doing some consulting for a startup in 2012, and we were hiring some guy. We were hiring programmers, and we were outsourcing the programming, and the programmer that we chose, he had a terrible website. I'm like, how are you, we're going to spend $100,000 or more on this website, and your website looks terrible. Why would you even be, why would we even consider you? And it played in my mind. So I know for a fact that in my own, if you're going to go buy a service and they tell you that they're great at it, but they're not even showing you on their own website and what they're doing, you need to think about it. Practice what you preach, okay? But I want to make sure that you've got your website up, you've got an SEO program, and you've got email marketing. We're going to re-release this. If you don't have it up, we want to make sure that we can help you with that. If you don't have, MailChimp or Benchmark or Infusionsoft or one of these things one of these email marketing platforms, that you need to get it done. We'll help you with it. Reach out to us. We do have the program. It's not on eDasher currently. I'll get it re-released and out there. It's the same thing with everything. You don't know really what is working for people until we have these calls and we find out where they're getting their sales from, and that was key. One of the things that I repeatedly got was that networking was number one. Getting in front of people and meeting people was number one to getting business. Okay, so you can go out there and compete all you want on with pay-per-click or with your website with your competition, but the number one thing was networking, getting out in front of business groups, the Chamber of Commerce, and I'll tell you over and over again, the associations are great when it comes to finding customers, okay? So this is very important, getting out there and networking. And I've got some webinars that you can ask, of course, about, about working the associations and how to find an association in your niche and going after that. We won't go through all that right now because this collateral is already out there. Just reach out and we'll be glad to help you with that. The next is really, I have to give Brian credit for this as well, and we just kind of touched on this, but one of the things you want to make sure that you're qualifying your customer. I don't want to steal, the Brian's thunder, and I hope you don't mind, Brian, but it's really true. Don't waste your time. After I got off the phone, I was thinking, this is something that's very important, and the three things to really establish up front was, working with savvy business owners. And when I heard that, I was like, you know what? It's absolutely right. You don't want to, when you go and you're going to give a proposal and you're talking to the business owner about doing something for their company, you have to work with somebody who actually is, has it together, because you don't have time to try and educate a customer on why he should be doing marketing for his business. Because if they don't already realize that they need to be doing something with their online, with online marketing and digital marketing, pass on it. If you have to convince somebody nowadays that they need to do online marketing, I say move on. You also, one of the things to save time, and knowing that when you go into your, when you make an introduction or you're on that initial exploratory call or it's a lead, you have to make sure that they can afford you. Because if you throw out numbers and you're like, well, our packages start at $1,500 a month and go up from there, depending on, what you need to do, and we can talk about that. If you don't qualify it and they're already going, oh, $1,500 or $1,000 or whatever it may be that you start your services at, pass, next, right? Move on. Don't fall in love just because you're giving a prospect a deal, you're talking to them and they can't spend any money. You know what? Really, you have to pass. Everyone, we want to help small businesses that are out there, but we can't help them if they won't help themselves. So you have to be able to let them go. Okay? So if they can't afford what you're doing, and they're already getting price resistance, it's one thing to negotiate. It's another thing if they just can't afford it. Don't waste your time. I see a lot of sales partners kind of complaining and saying, well, I've got this guy and he owns a, locksmithing company. He didn't really want to spend the money. Well, move on. Don't waste your time, because if he doesn't have the money and he can't afford your marketing, I wouldn't bet on that horse. Okay, so you just sometimes have to go and move along. And also, the clients have to be able to see and recognize the results that you're getting them. You have to set expectations correctly, and they have to agree up front that, hey, this is a process. You have to, I'm going to go through the reports with you. I'm going to show you where we are, and let's recognize that we're doing a good job, but they have to be able to recognize that. Now, this is something that you set up front in the initial consultation, that this is what you do. I only work with these kind of business owners. I only want to work for businesses that can afford what I'm doing. Because like Brian said in our conversation was, hey, the more you pay me, the more results I can get you, because this is a pay-for-play type of opportunity, right? The more you market, the better your results are going to be. Okay, so they have to really recognize that as well. And it's funny because everyone I talk to, when you are with the client, your whole job is to make their phone ring. Their whole job is to bring them sales. They don't care about SEO. They don't care about traditional marketing versus digital marketing. All they care about is making the phone ring. Okay, so let's always keep that in mind. I can't even, it's funny because I had, in one day, I think I had 6 different partners tell me that, you know what, clients don't give a crap about anything except making their phone ring. You know, results, SEO results where you say, well, you know, it's a competitive niche, and we're on, you know, we started, it was the 30th ranking, and now it's at 20. You know, they're showing improvement. They don't care. You know, ranking results are one thing, but really the scorecard is kept on building their business and getting them results. Okay, how many phone calls did they get? Did you get it through PPC, or did you get it through SEO or social media marketing, or building them a website? It doesn't matter. All we care about is that we make their phone ring and get them sales. So if you portray, you know, represent that to the client, being able to say, hey, my whole job is to help you make your phone ring. Okay, so you know, that's really the bottom line when it comes to you know, sales and everything, and the results come down to making their phones ring. Okay, so setting that up and with that attitude, and being able to coach them into what products and services that they need to make their phone ring. And then, you know, on your side, I don't want you to set it and forget it. Okay, we handle a lot of campaigns. We are your outsourced provider. We, you know, we will help you consult with that client on where, you know, what is probably going to fit the best for him and his location and his competition, and what we need to do to, and what his spend needs to be able to compete. We can help you with all of that. What we need is the follow through from you, is that you're checking these campaigns on a monthly basis, and that you're staying in touch with that client to retain him, and checking in. Hey, by the way, you know, the initial setup is done. Now we're going to start the content fulfillment, and you know, let's stay in touch with on, you know, I'll catch up with you in a few weeks. That's where really you're going to, if you spend your time doing that, and also checking, you know, you got to look 3 months in on the campaign. We don't have the manpower and time to check every single campaign to see where it's performing on a monthly basis or anything like that. So we need you to do that. That's part of being a sales partner, is managing your campaign, so that if you see that it's not performing, or we need to do some adjustments, that you say, hey, you know what, you know, we're 3 months in or 4 months in, and we're really not seeing the results yet. Okay, let's tweak. Let's see where the keywords are. Let's see what we're doing with the content and the marketing. So maybe we need to throw some PPC in there to get them some results. Whatever it may be, we have to, we're kind of relying on you to bring that to the table. Okay, so enough about that. I don't want to harp too much on that, but really all we want to do is make their phone ring, right? So when we talk about, you know, bringing it back around to marketing your own business and bringing those customers in, you know, we want all of our partners to grow. On the call, I know we've got some people that are new to this business. We've got some smaller agencies, and we have some big guys right now on the call. You know, we want all of our partners to grow. I don't ever want you to feel that, you know, the smaller guy or the little guy is not going to get our attention to help you. We absolutely want to do that, okay? So it's my personal invitation to you that make a commitment today to take action, and we will do whatever we can on our side to help you market your business and help you grow, okay? One of the things that we're doing with our Pro membership, which is really cool, yesterday we sent out we processed all of our rebates. We do give our Pro members a 10% rebate on all of the SEO and web design and ORR packages and that we offer at regular price. So they all get a 10% rebate off of what non-Pro members pay. Okay, so if you're a Pro member or not, if you're a Pro member and you know, you look at it and you're doing $1,000 a month in services with us, we're basically rebating back to you your Pro membership, and you get all the benefits, and it's basically for free, right? So if you're doing if you're doing more than $1,000, which is easy to do in our with our programs, and you're really starting to push it, you need to be a pro member, because that 10% you'll actually be ahead of the game. Okay, so I want to make sure, a lot of people really maybe they don't even understand that we had that 10% rebate program. I want you all to know about that, because that in itself will pay for your pro membership. There is, let me throw in here I'll give you the link in a second. We're announcing a new schedule for the webinars for the trainings. They're no pitch sales training. So if you're lacking in sales training, you need to be a pro member so that you can be part of these trainings. Okay. Also, the mastermind program is available for those who qualify, and that's you just have to talk to us about that. It's on eDasher. We are the future of the mastermind program is up to the members and how we participate, but the way that we want to proceed with the mastermind is really keeping everyone accountable. I want to push when we have our masterminds, we've got a private chat inside River. You know, I want to come out, the next mastermind meeting that we come out with, I'm coming out with the program. Everyone who's in the mastermind is going to check in. What do they do to build their business today? Okay? Everyone's going to hold them accountable for it. If you need an accountability partner, I want you to come into Pro Membership and join this mastermind. Okay? Things are about to get serious inside that mastermind because we all have our goals to hit by the end of the year, and by God, we're going to get there. Okay? So if you're not involved, get involved. And for those of you in the mastermind program, hey, get active. Okay? No, so, you know, we're really going to push that. The next Pro Member webinar is going to be on June 22nd. This is what we've got coming out on that webinar. It's going to be a good one. We haven't had a Pro Member webinar in a few weeks. We're going to be releasing a new customizable sales presentation. Now, this presentation will be able to be, you can put this on your iPad, you can put this on a laptop, you can customize it out. So when you go in to give a presentation to any company, you're going to have a really kick-ass sales presentation. We're going to make that available to all our pro members. We have a new services video that we're finishing up that is something that you can send to your client beforehand, or maybe you play it for the client at the time of the consultation. You say, hey, you know what, I want you to check out this quick video, and then let's talk about your the proposal that I have for you. Okay? Or it's something you can put on your website, or you can embed it in your email, send it out part of your blog, whatever it's going to be. It's going to be a great services video. We already have SEO videos and some videos on different products. This will be an overall white label type of services video that explains exactly what you do as a digital marketer and your goals and where you're trying to get them to. Okay? And also, I have a new custom contract that customizable, that should be a customizable contract, that will allow you to show them how to get longer commitments, okay? And maybe they're not paying you up front, but they're on a monthly, but you're locking them into at least a quarterly or a 6-month, 9-month, or year contract, and we're going to do specific training on how to use this contract to sign people for longer commitments, even if it's paid on a 30-day basis. Okay? You don't necessarily have to collect a whole year or a whole quarter or a whole 6-month for a program, but we can show you how you can position your contract that you are able to lock them in and get paid, and it will help their performance. Okay? So, you know, one of the things that we're finding also in the case studies, which we're going to be able to show these on the VIP, on the Pro Member webinar, is the guys that paid quarterly versus monthly, the results were actually better, because if you've already paid for the quarter, our content scheduling and the distribution all is done faster than if you're on a month-to-month, because we don't start work until you pay, right? We can't do the next work if we don't know you've renewed. And if you're fighting every month to make sure you get paid, you know, that's great, but a good contract that's not overbearing, that's enforceable, that just gives them the ability to lock in for a longer period of time, allows you to manage your cash flow a little bit and make sure that we're operating at full steam when it comes to no breaks in the campaign. You know, having the regular schedule is very important with the product. Okay, so that's coming out. I think that you'll love that. We are putting that. You will have that. You will have that everything for you for June 22nd. Okay. By the way, the rebates are not discounted on for pro members. It's not discounted. You pay full rate. Okay. But what we do is we issue a credit on your account that is put on your FreshBooks account. So when you renew, you can use that credit, or it's a rebate that's a credit that's placed on your account. All right. So the 10%, if you spend $1,000 on a package, you get a credit on your FreshBooks account for $100 instead of us discounting and then sending it back out or PayPaling back both ways. You know, we decide, you know, it's easier just for us to, here's the price, here's the checkout. At the end of the month, we put it in there, and boom, you're issued the rebates by the 10th of the following month, and you can use them for whatever you want. It's just like having cash in your FreshBooks account. So I hope that answers your question, Mr. Baker. I appreciate it. And remember this question box. You got any questions? Please fire it up. So if you're not a eDasher, if you're not, I'm sorry, eDasher. What am I looking at this? Guys, if you'll put this link in, Allo or Chris, if you'll throw the link in, if you're not a pro member, you know what? I want you to sign up today. Some of the things that we're doing with our to improve the quality of our service, we will, you know, we're going to start charging for different services that we used to provide for free to non-pro members. So if you're a pro member, which is easily paid for if you do any business with us at all, okay? If you're a paid pro member, keyword research will always be free for you, okay? We're going to, you know, when the tickets come in, by the way, we see if you're a pro member or not. We give priority to pro members, okay? And there's some things that we're going to be locking down when it comes to the services, are, you know, and how we service people who come in off the, you know, regular people who kind of looky-loos, and also, you know, the pro membership. We see the pro membership as really the people who are partnered with us. It's affordable. If you go in there and sign up for a month, use, you know, I guarantee if you start doing some business with us, it pays for itself and more. Between the benefits of being in there, and I don't want to go through all of that, so we don't have a 2-hour webinar with all the benefits of being a pro member, but get in there and check it out. We love to have you in. And get in before get in before the 22nd so you can be on that next webinar when we release some great stuff for you. Okay, now in my email that I sent out, I have a partnership opportunity that I want to talk about. I am not pitching this right now. I just want to gauge interest and see where you are, and see if there are people on the webinar that would like to consider doing a business partnership with us. Okay. Now, I've been in the States for the past 6 months, almost 6 months. No, I guess it has been about 6 months, but I've been doing really working with our partners here, and a couple of partners that are in a certain niche, and you know, we've really just exhausted what we, you know, I shouldn't say exhausted. Really, I decided I wanted to come. I was been living overseas for a long time. I wanted to come back over here, and I wanted to see what's going on, real life, what the struggles are with our partners. What are you guys facing every single day in this business as solopreneurs or small agencies or even big agencies? What do you deal with? And I wanted to experience it really firsthand. You know, I don't like these gurus that sit on their boat somewhere and just go, hey, send me $2,000 and I'll give you a training program about how to go make money, when they've never done it themselves. Okay? I've owned small businesses. I've consulted small businesses and big businesses. And in this industry, you know, I was brought into this this industry as a consultant and ended up buying the company. Okay, but so I want to tell you what I've experienced in the last 6 months. Marketing is tough, right? Where do you begin? Where do you want to spend your money on? Lead generation, boom. A lot of people have problems just getting leads, okay? What's your sales process? You know, you go in and you go, okay, I'm all pumped up. I got Virtual Group at my back. I've got the great services that I can sell. Now, how do I sell it? You know, when I go in there and I give a presentation, oh, I need to prepare a presentation. You know, there's a lot of stuff that's out there. You know, we try and do our best, you know, as a service provider to give you what it is, but, you know, there's a lot of different niches. And, you know, we're only can do so much as a white label provider. You know, it takes a lot of work on your part. I totally know that. I mean, I respect that. It is not easy. You know, Joe is, you know, Joe, you're on the line. I know, you know, where it takes, where it's like, you know, sometimes it feels a little overwhelming on what do you need to do to launch this business. It's not just, hey, this is easy, go do it, as some of the gurus that are out there. Hey, I got this piece of software, you know, buy the software for me for $1,000 and join my mastermind, and then boom, I'm going to go out there and you're going to make a lot of money. Well, that ain't the real truth, because I guarantee you they didn't do that. They just came out with things, they assume it's going to work. Okay, so, you know, getting out there and seeing project management, it's tough. Once you get 10 or 15 campaigns, well, guess what? If you don't have your family involved in the business, you've got to hire people, because you can't do selling and massive project management. And I wouldn't say massive, but, you know, when you start scaling up in the number of campaigns you have, yeah, absolutely. We don't contact your customer as a white label. You know, you have to, we send you tickets and things that we need, and you've got to coordinate with your client. And these days, with everything with digital marketing, is staying on top of it. You know, getting approvals on content, you know, hey, what do you think about, you know, with web design, everything that has to happen, you know, project management's difficult, okay? Then there's also what niche to pursue. You know, where do I start? Am I just going to do general SEO? Am I going to focus in on you know, locksmiths or roofers or, you know, things like that, or dentists? You know, what's the niche to pursue? That's always a good question. Everyone asks, you know, hey, well, what niche is really happening right now? And we've got some webinars on that, and you know, we can kind of point you in the right direction. Okay, so, you know, figuring this, and we have some successful sales partners that are involved in a certain niche, and it was really, it's a big niche, and I don't want to, if you're interested, I want to talk to you, okay? So here is, the niche, by the way, is one of the biggest spending in advertising that's out there, and it's a real opportunity. The problem is that it is really dominated by big companies, you know? So we've got a solution for you, and it's not, I guarantee you, it's not going to compete with our sales partners that are out there right now. You know, if you're in this niche, you know, it's not, I've looked, and we don't have really anybody in this niche that's doing any business. We had a couple of key partners that were doing really good business in this niche, and we've put this together because, you know, as a whole we'll be bigger. So let me just throw this out at you, and you can, you know, take it for what it's worth. But we've got a niche for you. We've got a complete, we're building the training for you so that you can go in and you can really know exactly what to say, what the lingo is. We want to show you the sales process and complete support, okay? All those issues that you had before when it came to marketing is done for you. Prospecting, done for you. Lead generation, done for you. Outbound marketing, done for you. Outbound phone appointment set, calling dealers, or calling prospects and clients in your area to set up appointments for you, okay? Also, industry events and conventions that are, that would cost you, $20,000 just to have a booth plus the cost of the booth, all done for you. Okay. Centralized fulfillment, obviously, right? We've got fulfillment for you. Also, what if we took the project management out of your hands? Okay, so if it was centralized project management, where now it's a true partnership, you've got an exclusive area of responsibility that you need to cover, okay? And we put this into a true business partnership. I mean, you're really truly a partner in this business. And be basically being part of a company with locations worldwide, okay? I've spoken to our different partners that want to be involved in this in England, Australia, and Asia as well. And of course, the partners that are here in the States, it's going to be big, okay? This is a big project. It'll be a big brand. We will have set pricing across the board, so when you go in, it's like set marketing materials, here's set pricing, and the margins are fabulous. There's big advantages for coming into a like this. The average sale or the average package was, $3,500 around there, and you're going out there and you're pounding it. You've got all your sales material. You got people who are interested now that have for you to go and take part in, and go in. The financing is done by me, by us. In other words, you don't have to collect money up front. We've got the contracts. We'll bill them out. We know we can collect it, and sometimes the cash flow would be 30 days out, 45 days out, but that's okay. Where this is the issue with this industry niche is that once you get of size, if you have 10 campaigns, you might need to be putting out to your outsource provider, $15,000, $20,000 a month up front, and floating that for the next 45 days until you got paid. And then in the meantime, another $20,000 bill that you need to pay to Virtual Group for fulfillment, and you're still waiting on your money. So that's why we don't have a lot of partners that are inside this niche, but together we are strong. So I am going to have a webinar about this. We're going to talk about it. It's not going to be open for everybody. It's got to be people who are seriously interested in selling, and that because if you've got your area of responsibility, it is locked in for you. Okay, so we're vetting who, if you're interested, you email connect@virtualgroup.co on when we're going to have the webinar to discuss this, as well as showing you really the true and our marketing materials for it, for the website, everything that we're going to roll out, so you can make a determination if this is a match, if we would make good business partners. Okay, but let me repeat, we don't have any. This isn't something that competes with what you're doing right now. As a matter of fact, company on the side, your company that you have now, that maybe you're focusing on real estate, or you're focusing in on home improvement or dentist, it doesn't compete with that. This is a very specific niche that is a very difficult niche to hit. We figured it out. We've got a great product that gets terrific results with it. And when you're in this niche and you have clients in this niche, they will refer business to you that you can put through your own agency, that's your general agency. So it is not a replacement for what you're doing right now. It may replace it because you're making more money with it, but it won't. You still have the opportunity to be able to get, that dentist that they refer to you and say, hey, I got a buddy who's a dentist, can you handle his marketing campaign? You'd say, absolutely. Okay, maybe not through the brand, that would be through your own brand and not this brand, but this is a true opportunity. I hope that this was that this is interesting to you. Okay, we're not a franchise. Okay, this is not a franchise. I want to make sure that you know that. This is a true partnership. Okay, if you want to call it a licensee, then you can call it that. But we're talking about, this is a true partnership. I mean, this is an LLC that's put together that you are a partner. Okay, so and we'll discuss that on the webinar. Okay, if you're interested and you're serious about really hitting it, because we want to vet the best guys, ladies that will be in different markets. We know where we do really well with our results, and we know what kind of client to go after. We've the partners that are in this business have been in this business for a long time. Okay, so the difficulty in the business is you're up against big, huge billion-dollar companies that are doing this, that are competing with us. So by coming together and as an army on the street, boots on the ground in all of these different areas that you guys are in, is where the opportunity is. Working together, it's like David versus Goliath, but this is a real deal opportunity. So anyway, send me an email if you're interested, and then the webinar would probably be toward the end of this month, but I'll send out some stuff to you and keep you involved and let you know when that's going to be, and we want to get moving fast. Okay, so this is a complete digital marketing platform for a certain niche. It's not one thing. It's not just SEO. It's not just PC. It's not just video marketing. It is going in and completely being a digital marketing, handle marketing for these companies in whole. Okay? So anyway, jump in there, send me an email about that. All right, next thing I wanted to talk about is your web design profit center that you have with us. Okay? If you're doing services, great. I want to make sure, and maybe you've kind of something with web design, or you're just doing web design and not services, that's cool. But I want to show you, I'm really excited about this. We got some happening. So let me pop out of here real quick. We got the new marketinghelper.net has been launched. So if you have a VIP website with us, it has already been updated. It's already, let me get this, how do I, oh, sorry, I've got to figure this. So put this down and let me bring up this one. Okay, all right. All right, here we go. Okay, so here is the new marketinghelper.net. You'll see that when you go to this, it's marketinghelper.net. If we can put that in the chat box for everybody, that'd be great. If you take a look at that, we have updated our themes. We have these premium themes, and okay, industry, health and wellness, industrial construction. We've got it all. We've got a lot of platforms here and themes. We are committed to basis to give you the real portfolio for you to show your clients. Is completely white labeled. We do domain masking, so it's completely great for you to use to sell web design. Okay, so we want to make sure that you're you know about this. It's been updated. If you have it white labeled or you have it already done, it's been updated. You don't have to do anything except it. So we got it. The e-commerce themes. That's right, Kath. We've got Shopify as well. We've got some great stuff that if you've got a client that's interested in getting into e-commerce. We've got some great stuff, and the Shopify themes are coming. We also do, of course, design and landing pages. Let me see over here. We don't have that up yet, but we will on the Shopify. Anyway, I want to make you aware of this. I also want you to take a look at this one right here. Let me and throw it in the chat box. Let's see here. Okay, if you want to take a look at this, this is the web design updated page. When you come down, you'll see that they've got some new packages, okay? These are being uploaded. They'll be released in the new dashboard, but these packages have not been released prior to today. We do have a new turnkey package and a new premium package and a new custom package, okay? So, for example, if you go and we look at the turnkey and also the premium and the custom, come and visit and take a look at the turnkey. We will have this connected right now. You just have to call us for pricing because this hasn't been updated to eDasher as it is right now. But new packages, there's a downloadable PDF. If you click on here, it brings up the PDF, shows all of the things that we do. And this is a all-in-one website solution. This is an $1,100 one-time that includes the website, that includes all of the SEO work on that website included, and has a website campaign built into it on a monthly basis. Okay, so not only are you getting a one-time the website, but you're also including all of the SEO as a turnkey package, where before it was like, here's the website, now you got to go buy the SEO. This is done and optimized, and it just starts immediately on the packages. So you should just contact us for that on different price levels. The premium packages are also there. I mean, it is the most complete packages that we offer. Okay, and I'm really excited about the web design and what we're doing to really change up and update the web design department. It's really great. They've got some really good stuff happening. Let me go back to my presentation. Okay, let's see. All right, so we've got, before it's launched, you will see there's a whole back end that's going to be brand new for web design, and I want you to check it out. We will have that. I'm pretty sure it'll be released by the time we get to the next VIP webinar. Okay, we're announcing a new deal because web design seems to be really taking off. You'd think that web design is kind of like going away because it's like a race to the bottom when it comes to rates, and oh, the guy in Bangladesh can do it. But the thing is, web design is alive and well. These guys, I mean, we're seeing really great sales. I want to make sure it's part of your profit center. So one of the things we're doing is we're going to have, I know what it is, it's another webinar, but it's specifically for web design. If you're not into web design, that's okay. Don't participate. But if you're wanting to add web design, and we do a lot of our trainings and stuff on the SEO because it's our most popular product, but if you look at our services, we divide our company into the services and then also web design. So the services, SEO is our #1 service. And then, of course, you got social media, and you've got the online reputation repair and local and everything like that. But that's really our key deal, is our SEO. But on the other side, a major revenue that we have, profit center, is our web design department. And so I want to make sure that we're able to service you guys the right way. So let me see if I can take this. Whoops. Let me see if I can take this off real quick. And can you guys, let me see, how do I, sorry, I'm I'm a little bit lost here trying to get this. Okay, let me get this link here and throw this in to the chat box. Okay, so if you're interested in Web Design Wednesdays, it'll be once a month. It's going to happen at the end of this month, and we're going to go through. They've already got a lot of the plan already in place on what that webinar is going to be, with the training that's going to be involved. This is going to be great. Rob and Roy and the sales consultants with web design, they've got some really good stuff to answer people's questions, keep you updated. What's happening with the new releases of WordPress? How's it affecting your sites that are out there that you've sold in the past? What are the best plugins? What are the worst ones that you don't want? All of this will be inside of a great new web design training series for web design professionals, and we want you in there. If you're not interested in web design and it's not an area you're focused on, that's okay. You know, you're not forced to participate, but it's in an effort to keep the training going in a growing area. Then, you know, get in there and take part, because, you know, we want you to be educated and everything like that. Now I want to talk to you real quick about promotion that I want to offer our partners. If you are not running an SEO campaign on your own website and you'd like to do it, if you come in and you want anywhere from if you do a 1 or 2 theme, that's okay. There is not a promo on those right now, but unless you do it quarterly. But if you buy a 3 theme to a 9 theme, we're going to upgrade you to the next theme up for free. Okay, so it's you know, you're saving money. You know, we don't mind doing the extra work, and so it's like if you come in and you get a 3 theme, either standard or premium, we will make it a 4. If you buy a 4, we'll make it a 5. Okay, it's automatic upgrade. So if you're interested in that, reach out to the sales department, your account manager. Be glad to help you with that. Right now on pay-per-click, any silver package or higher, we're going to free remarketing campaign with both the search and the display network marketing remarketing. So if you do any pay-per-click package with a silver and higher, you will get the remarketing campaign for free. Okay. So we'll take that, we'll manage that for you. If you're not running a pay-per-click campaign with us yet, please reach out. Donna is the best in the business. She can really help you understand what's going to happen, and the reporting is all done by hand. I mean, these guys are really, really great. It's not just set it and forget it. These guys really look at every campaign on a daily basis. Okay. Now, mid-year motivation for web design. We've got customs and premium themes that are on sale. Premium package, you're getting it's 10% off, and you're having 3 months of support and maintenance thrown in for free. Okay, on the premium package. So if you have a custom package, which usually runs $1,500, we're going to include the images. We're going to include SSL certificate. We're going to include all the WordPress security lockdowns, everything you need for that. Plus, we include the monthly support for 3 months, and it's 10% off. You're going to save $360 plus everything else that's for free. And that promo is going to last until July 15th. I don't have the marketing materials ready for you today on the promo. I just wanted to mention those on this webinar. We've got some really cool stuff with web design coming out. I really encourage you, if you're not selling web design, that you should. So get in on that first webinar. We'll really do an overview of everything about web design and really start you off strong, walking you through how it works and stuff. And that way, introduce something new in the packages that you offer, because when you go in, it's very, very powerful when you go into a consultation and you're able to say, hey, you know what, your work doesn't look good. You need to do that. And then, add on your marketing, but you got to start with a good foundation that you're going to build upon. And instead of telling them, well, go do a website and find somebody else to do it, you know, be able to offer that and be able to offer them really good looking themes. I'm very proud of what the web design department has done and come out with for the new themes. So get in there and join us for Webinar Wednesdays, or Web Design Wednesdays, sorry. Okay, let's see. All right, so if you're not a partner, I know we have a lot of new people on this VIP webinar. If you're not a partner, please go to virtualgroup.co and sign up. It's free. Our next webinar for VIP will be on July 6th. And then the next pro member webinar will be on June 22nd. If you're not a pro member yet, get it done, okay? Get in there. It's worth it, all right? Now remember about about my partnership opportunity. If you're interested, please send me an email at connect@virtualgroup.co. I'll put you in the list. I'll keep you updated on when we're going to have our webinar, and as things come up and more information for you on how we want to proceed, I'll be glad to let you know. I will be on the phone with you at some point to talk to you about it, and I want people who are serious. Okay, you know, if you're experienced or not, you know, we are looking for either experience in the niche or experience in the business, or, you know what, frankly, motivation and showing that you will work your butt off to be a success in this business. And I want to talk to you about being a partner. So anyway, reach out to me. Thank you very much. I appreciate being on the webinar today. We will be recording, and I mean, we're recording it. We will be sending it out to you so you can look at this again. Email me. Let us know how we're doing. If you are not following us, please follow us on social media. We'd love to have you on our YouTube channel, or just getting our updates through Twitter. Okay, guys, I hope that you have just a fantastic Thursday and fantastic weekend. If you have questions, go ahead and keep putting them in the box. I will stay behind and will answer all the questions that you need that have not been answered, and make sure that everyone's taken care of. So if you you know, go ahead and disconnect now. Otherwise, feel free to stay in, and we'll make sure the staff is on the line to answer your questions as long as you're here. Okay, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.